Hot damn, I gotta live up to that. All right, I'm representing all of San Diego. You ever do that? You ever go to a place in Ocean Beach and represent all of San Diego? You ever do that? You ever go to a place without air conditioning and just one fan with 150 people in there where they sell booze on a sliding scale? You ever do that? You ever represent all of San Diego? So nice to be here. Thank you guys so much for coming out. That did throw me off. I love this whole setup. I don't know what's going on. There's a lot to look at. There's too much to look at in this room. How are you supposed to pay attention to our dumb faces when what is this above my head right now? Nobody knows. Nobody knows what this is. This is somebody, it's a disco ball with crap on. It's something. I don't know. Like this room, it's like hippies, but it's like hippies with a trust fund. You know what I mean? It's a little too clean in here. Like this doesn't have to work out for the owner, because there's something in the will that they're gonna be just fine. There's a condo in Mission Beach waiting for him. As soon as he's done playing around. I love it. I'm making fun, but honestly, what is all of that? Look at that. That's something. Yeah. I love it. I like the energy in this room. It's hot, and it just feels like everyone bought a lotto ticket. And you guys just found out right before the show started that none of that's happening. And then you're like, who's ready for comedy? And everyone's like, I guess. Yeah, start the comedy. Turn the one fan on. Let's get it going. Let's do some comedy. You know? So good to be here. Love coming to Ocean Beach. I don't live here. Clap it up if you live here in Ocean Beach. All right, good amount of you. I would say, what, a third? I don't know. That's good. Everyone else, we did it. We came. We found parking. We didn't quit. How great was that? I've quit before. I have. One time I came to do a show at Winston's years ago, and it was on a Wednesday, which is when you guys do your farmer's market in this town, which, by the way, horrible day for farmer's market, okay? That's for Saturdays, not on Wednesdays. And I went to look for parking, and there was nothing near the venue, and I just made small circles away from the venue, and I made circles big enough that I ended up back on the 8, heading east, and I'm like, I think we're done. And I just went home. I called the guy and I'm like, I'm not coming. They're like, what happened? I'm like, I tried to look for parking. I ended up on the freeway. So I think I'm not coming. In there? But you grew up there. All right, nice. I don't know when the last time you were back there, but we have, at our beaches, we have tsunami evacuation route signs. They're signs that tell people which way to run in case there's a tsunami. All it is a sign about this big. It's 2 feet by 2 feet. It's blue, and it says, Tsunami evacuation route. And it's just an arrow that points inland. That's it. That's the entire sign. That is our tax dollars going to work in San Diego. I don't know who that sign's for. Who's that for? I know we get a lot of tourists in San Diego, but if you're a human being with natural human-like fears, and you see something big, wet, and mean coming this way, and you don't know that you should probably turn around and start hauling it the other way, then you know what? We as a society, we don't need you. We don't need that person. That was a good deal all around. We don't need that guy voting or filling out the census. No, this is perfect. I just can't imagine that person standing in the sand looking at the water, seeing this big wall of water, just going, I am befuddled. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna stand in a doorway. You better stop, drop, and roll, honey. We're gonna get through. The 30 Club. Thank you. Thank you. Very nice. I don't know when you start feeling like an adult. I don't know when that starts kicking in, because I definitely don't. I was at the grocery store. I was picking out some jam, some preserves for my toast in the morning. I like to put jam on there. And I was picking one out, and the jar was slippery, and it slipped through my hand and smashed on the floor. And as soon as it happened, my first thought was, run! We gotta get out of here! They're gonna know it was you! And that's not an adult. An adult stands there and calls the manager over, goes, "Excuse me." And then they bring a teenager over with a mop, and you stand there while you watch them clean it, and you go, "Yes, that is how this works." I'm gonna need a free jar for my troubles. That's how an adult handles it. With me, I'm running through the aisle. I don't even like jam. That's what I'm yelling to try to throw him off my scent. It wasn't me. 30 is not old, but I have like an old soul. Like inside, I'm like an older gentleman. I know that because I was watching TV and the Sunsetter retractable awning commercial came on. And after the commercial, I was like, maybe. Maybe it's time for the Sunsetter. That commercial's been on for 30 years. I've never cared about it, ever. And then now I'm like, they make some solid points. There's shade. I like to crank things. This is all in my wheelhouse. I love it. They haven't even changed the commercial. It's still the same couple going outside with lemonade, and then the sun hits them. They're like, "Oh no!" And the voiceover comes on, like, "You should get a Sunsetter retractable awning. It'll keep your deck and patio 20 degrees cooler." That's their whole selling point, explaining how shade works. And that's the entire commercial. So bizarre, but I'm in. I want it. I want it. I did another adult thing. I got a Keurig at home. I make coffee at home, which I feel like that's a step into adulthood. Because I don't like coffee shops. That's for young people. That's for the youngins that are like, "Ooh, I want to go to a coffee shop. I might meet somebody. Who knows what might happen?" But I like to make my coffee at home because I don't want to go to a coffee shop. Because, like, ugh, I might meet somebody. Who knows what might happen? I totally have. We do fun things, because I normally don't go outside. I'm an indoor guy, man. But my wife's exciting, and I want to stay exciting. So I try not to shoot down ideas. Like, she asked me once, she's like, "Do you want to go rock climbing?" And I was like, "What kind of rock climbing?" See, that's a better answer than hell no. You know? "What kind of rock climbing?" And she goes, "Indoor rock climbing." I'm like, "Hell yeah, that sounds amazing. That sounds up my speed. Why would we go outside to do it for real? Why? I'm not trying to be in a documentary, you know? Let's just go inside and do it for fake." You know? So we went indoor rock climbing. I don't know if you guys have ever been indoor rock climbing. It's still pretty intimidating. All right, you walk in, it's a bunch of dudes that look like they love indoor rock climbing. Just a bunch of dudes. And then they got the thighs with the... Have you ever seen the dudes with the thighs with the peaks and the valleys? And they're proud of them. They wear little shorts and they just come out like, "Hey, did you see it from that angle?" And you're like, "Yeah, I get it. Your thighs have abs for some reason. That's incredible." So it's already intimidating. And then I'm there, and then they put you in this harness. Now, if you've ever worn a rock climbing harness, what it does, if you're a fella, is it just bunches up your sensitive areas and just puts them on display for everyone to see. So I put this on, now I'm just walking around this rock climbing gym, just me and a bunch of dudes, just like, "Well, all right, that's what you brought to the party, all right? This is what I got going on." So it's pretty intimidating. And then we go over to the wall, and this wall is pretty high up. It's like 50 feet. And there's two ways to climb. You can do an automatic belay, and that's where a machine holds you, or you can do traditional, where a loved one holds you from behind and may or may not end your relationship. So we decided to go automatic belay. We're bringing in the machines for this one. And I remember the kid hooked me up, and the kid Clay with his flat-billed hat, like, he doesn't care. He just gets to climb for free if he hooks you into this thing. And he's like, "Oh yeah, as long as this is hooked in, you won't die." And I'm like, "Why would you say die?" I'm pretty sure they train you not to say die. I would imagine, you know? That would be the most embarrassing death of all time. If I died doing that and that word got out, "Did you hear Zoltan died?" "Oh my God, what happened?" "He was rock climbing." "Ooh, no. It was indoor." You guys would be like, "Oh, how? The floor is padded. How did he do that?" That'd be like dying going indoor skydiving. You're like, how does that? I don't know. Someone must have hit the reverse switch on the fan. Turn that into a blender, you know? I always love the reaction to that joke, because you guys are like, is that a button that they would have? I would assume not. So anyway, I'm locked into the automatic belay, and I climbed. You know what I found out? I'm pretty badass at rock climbing. I got up to the top in like 5 seconds. Like a cat, up to the top. The hard part's actually coming down, because you don't climb down, you rappel down, like Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible. You push off, you come back, you push off, you come back, and you just power hump your way down this rock. And I'm up there, and it's hard to let go. It's really hard to let go, because Emma's like, hurry up, and I'm like, shut up, don't rush me. And she's like, you're good, the automatic belay has you. And I'm like, yeah, I know it's supposed to work, but a lot of things are supposed to work. How many videos are there online where you're like, oh, look, that didn't work at all. Look at him go. So I'm not just gonna trust it. So I put a little weight in my ass, and I was like, all right, cool, I feel it, it's got me. And then what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to push evenly with both feet. So you go back evenly, come down, come back to the rock evenly, push off, power hump your way down. But they didn't make that clear during the instructions, because when Clay with the flat-billed hat told me that, he was mentioning that information while he was putting on my genital harness, and that really needed to be 2 separate conversations, all right? You can't slip in need-to-know information when you're messing around down there, because I'm not listening to you, I'm just watching your thumbs. That's all I'm doing. So apparently while he was doing that, he's like, make sure you use 2 feet, and I'm just hearing wah, 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 wah. I'm like, where's that phalange going, you know? So I'm up there. When I push off, I didn't push evenly. I pushed harder with 1 foot than the other. So instead of going back even, I went back sideways. And now I'm going down, but now I'm coming back to the rock sideways. So all those little nubs I climbed, I hit every one of them coming down like a human plinko. It felt like 50 people lined up to sock me in the ribs, and I'm just going down, da, da, da. And I look down, and there's my wife and Clay just laughing at me. And I'm just staring at my bouquet of genitalia going, I am an indoor cat. I shouldn't be out here. Meant to be.